G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. So, I can't see because the sun's in my eyes. I've got my eyes closed, but anyway, I just want to say sorry. Sorry about the wind noise if there is any, but I'm going to turn around this way, you won't be able to see me. Well, actually, I've decided I'm going to wait until I get back inside with this special delivery and then I'll have a chat to you. Alright guys, so I need to make an apology. I'm sorry about how unstable some of the footage has been in my vlogs. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like some videos are hell smooth and then other ones look like I don't have stabilization turned on. It's because exactly that. I didn't have stabilization turned on. Now there's a little setting on the camera which I didn't actually know what it did. It's called Product Showcase. If you own the camera, you'll know what I'm talking about. Basically, I don't ever need to use Product Showcase. You guys see my channel. I hardly review anything, and when I do review it, I'm holding the camera. It's not on a tripod. I'm not a tripod vlogger. That's not what I do. So what's the point in having that setting? So I've actually disabled the setting because what was happening when you turn Product Showcase on, video stabilization turns off automatically, and I didn't know that was happening, and it was like a button near where I hold the camera. So I think I've been knocking that on and off, and that was actually turning stabilization on and off. I basically chucked the shits with this camera. I was ready to go back to my old camera. My old camera, even though the video footage isn't as good, it's just so much simpler and easier to use. But hopefully now that I've changed that setting, it is good. And one thing I didn't know, and huge shout outs to Blake's Aquatics for this, because Blake is the one that told me this. Every time you change mode on the camera, the settings refer to default. So like if I turn stabilization on in movie mode and then I switch to intelligent movie mode, they're basically the same. I don't even know the difference. And so like I figured out one was set to default and all the custom settings I had saved were on the other one. So frustration was high. As you guys can probably hear him, or not even in my voice. I'm not that frustrated. But anyway, also I got my handle for the camera. So I've been using the camera, just holding the camera, and it's been like up here, but now I've got the handle so I can actually hold it out a bit. And I got some screen protectors, and I actually want to show you these because check out this little box. It came, the screen protectors came in this little wooden box. It is so cool. Like, you could put your weed in there if that's your sort of thing. I'm actually keeping the box. It had a sticker on it and I used white spirits at work and cleaned it. I've got absolutely no use for it because I don't actually do any drugs. But it's definitely a stash box if I've ever seen one. 15-year-old me would have loved this box. But anyway, I haven't actually put the screen protector on the camera yet. We got some new fish and they were free. What's better than free fish? Huge shout outs to Jason. I'm sure he'll probably watch this one. So they're Cribonesis. I've never owned a fish like this. I've got the Tenardi, which are a cave spawner, but I haven't bred them. So technically I've never bred a cave spawner. The closest thing to the Cribonesis that I've bred are the neon blue Acaras, which, if you guys are wondering, they're doing really well. They're probably about 1 centimeter now, and I've probably got 40 that survived. I've only got one batch out of like the last 6 that I've tried to survive. there was another batch that I was going to try and save, but because I was going on holiday, I didn't even bother taking them out of the community tank, because they would have just got eaten. Not eaten. They would have just starved, because I didn't actually feed the fish room while I was away, and I didn't want my house sitter to be trying to hatch baby brine shrimp. That's just a bit too much to expect of a house sitter that's not really into fish. But I'm more excited about the styrofoam box, so let's have a look at it. Alright, so lid closed, just looks like that. Oh, sorry guys, I'm actually listening to Blake's Aquatics live stream in my ears at the same time as vlogging. You know, I love a good challenge when I'm vlogging. So anyway, back to the point. So it looks like a standard styrofoam box, yeah? Seen a million like this. One disappointing thing about it, but, is it doesn't have the seafood fish logo on it, so I can't use it for shipping, because if I could, I would 100% use this box. Check this out, guys. Look at the thickness of this styrofoam. That's got to be 40 mil. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's 40. I could throw a tape measure on it, but I'm a cabinet maker, so if I'm wrong, I shouldn't be a cabinet maker. But anyway, so we've got this like 40 millimeter thick styrofoam box. So I've got a project for it. So not only did I get some free Cribonesis off Jason, I also got the cave that they bred in, and check it out. You might be able to see just there, they even came with, focus, yeah, they came with their very own eggs. So there's the only problem here is I might have to take the eggs off them, because they're gonna be they might be a bit funny because I've moved them. So the plan is to take the eggs. Well, I'll probably leave the eggs in the styrofoam box with an air stone bubbling, and then I'll put it up on an angle and stuff. I'll show you in a minute anyway. And the parents aren't going to come out. So they're actually, they're not standard cribs. It's a color morph. The boy is something red something. I can't remember. Either way, he looks cool. He looks different to a normal crib. But one thing Jason said to me, which I've heard before, is that cribs don't show any color unless they're breeding, and they actually bred this morning, so they're in full breeding dress. So I don't actually know what they're going to look like normally. So over the next few days we're going to find out. There's some floating plant in here, I'm guessing frog bit or something. I definitely don't want that in any of my tanks. I'm not a fan of floating plants. Alright, so the parents are in that bucket there. I'll come back to them. I want to show you what I did with the eggs. I'm going to pause your video, sorry Blake. I'm struggling. Alright, so I've got a little 30 litre tank set up here. They're not going to stay in this. Basically, this corner here, I've got a plan for it, and I need to execute that plan ASAP. I even found a spare bit of my LED light strip, so I'm going to be able to get a light under there. We're going to have tanks under there. It's going to look way more legit, because at the moment, if you look at the whole room, everything is all framed up, completely neat, off the ground, and then you come here and there's just a tub and a tank on the ground. I'll give you a spoiler. I'm basically going to put 2.5 foot tanks under there, and they're going to be sideways and they're going to be on wheels. Basically that spot has got a lot of plumbing behind it, and I don't want to make that inaccessible, so a set of wheels on the tank is my solution. It's not too expensive, and you just got to do the math and get the right real rating. So I've got to sort that out in the next week. I want to build it as ASAP. So the cribs will go in the 30-litre tank for now. I was going to do a drip off one of these tanks so they're getting constant water, but I don't think I will, simply because I don't want the water level to be at the top, because I don't want them jumping, and I don't really want to, I can't be bothered drilling a hole in the side of that tank today. So this is completely temporary and we'll sort it out later. I'm literally running out of space. I've got some ideas on where I can fit a couple more tanks. If you look, let me know what you guys think. I'm at the point where I need to either not buy any more fish or sell fish to buy fish. But there's a space there. There's a space there. And there's not really a space there. Well, there is kind of. I've got these really nice curved front 30-litre tanks. I'm thinking about just putting a 30-litre tank in each spot and just having like 3 dwarf American groups in the pairs, sorry. So drop a comment, let me know what you think. A being, would it be dumb to do that, because I don't really want to go any bigger than 30 litres because I don't want you to lose sight of that tank there. And B, is it even worth setting up 30-litre tanks? Like my smallest tank in here is at the moment, besides the tub, is, I can't remember how much that is. I think like 170 litres. No, might be more. They're 500, so that means they'll be 250. Oh, so maybe these are my smallest tanks. They're like 220. So, oh, nah, they're my smallest tanks. That one right there, that's only 150 maybe. What's 2 foot by 2 foot by 1.5? Drop a comment. I could work it out, but I can't be bothered right now. You guys know how to do it if you're really wondering. Anyway, my point being, besides this temporary tank here, I don't have tanks that small. So, let me know if you've had success. Cribonesis, German blue rams, well, not necessarily German blue, just rams in general. Like my neon blue Akara pair. Any dwarf Americans is 30 litres, too small. I can put it on a pretty serious water change regime. Like, that would literally be water changing like 20 to 30% a day with just one water line, one of these lines. So water quality would not be an issue at all. The only problem would be whether there's enough territory. So that's where I'm looking for a bit of advice, guys. I don't ask for advice on the page often, but today is that day. Anyway, let's have a look at the fish. Before we look at the fish, I didn't even tell you what I did. So I took the eggs out of the cave, like shook them out, and then I've actually put an air stone in there and put it up at an angle so the eggs are like moving around in there. I'm 99.9% sure they're not going to survive, but I guess we'll find out. I'll keep you updated on that. If I don't update you, drop it in a comment and remind me if you are interested, because, you know, I'm pretty bad at updates sometimes. Oh, speaking of, here's the neon blue Akaras. Man, I love this camera. I was complaining about it a minute ago, but my old camera wouldn't focus on fry that small. How many do you reckon's there, guys? You do the math. There's a fair few. And I've got one straggler. See, just there. So, that one was in that grey tub with the fish that shall not be named, which is really bizarre. I don't know how it got there. It's obviously, I've grown out, I've tried to raise fry in this region, and somehow one of them ended up in that tub. Or maybe I tried to raise them in that tub and I thought they all died before the current inhabitants, and when I added the current inhabitants, that one survived. Who knows? Something like that. Anyway, it was in that tub. Let's have a look at the fish now. Oh, they're really not going to be happy because I've just taken their eggs, but they've got their cave. One thing I think is cool, they're in breeding dress. Oh wow, it's all gone. Alright, they're not in breeding dress. Man, he was bright red when I picked him up. I can't believe that. She's still got a little bit of colour. Come on. That's insane. I know like fish lose their colour in transport, but he was bright red. Oh well. So they're there. I need a filter for that. I'll just grab a sponge from somewhere. I need to buy some sponge filters. I made those giant ones, but I might steal one of them. Those filters in there should be starting to cycle. I actually want to delete that one there because that airline is actually this airline here. So it runs under and along the ground, and I hate it. I actually hate it. So I'm going to get rid of that right now. But anyway guys, I don't need to bore you with moving a sponge filter around. You got to see the fish, and I hope you like the update on the neon blue acaras. I get a lot of questions about them. Let me know what you think about the 30 litre tanks. I could probably step it up to a 50 litre tank on the wall, but that would be like the absolute limit, because also the other fact is they would have to be hanging off the wall. So I definitely want to put something there. There's too much wall. I don't want to see that much wall in my fish room. But anyway, if you like this video guys, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, hit that little red button. Congratulations Blake on 3,000 subscribers. That's insane. And peace out.